I think it's almost going to be 4.
Yeah.
We should start. So welcome everybody to the ABCD show. We're going to first start with a small introductory video. So Swara, just let me screen share and then we will come to you.
Hi, I'm Amrita Rajpan. I'm an early years specialist. I've been teaching for 22 years, but I've been learning my whole life. And that's why I have a company named Edu Learn Grow. I'm passionate about creating learning environments that are engaging, meaningful, and fun for children. I'm also a sports nutritionist, an avid traveler, an active Rotarian. I'm the territory head for the Early Childhood Association Mumbai. I'm the founder of EduLearn Grow and the co-founder of the ABCD show.
Hi, I'm Bela Kutwani, also known as Big B. Big for the size of my heart and B for Bela. A fun-loving person with a great sense of humor and a passionate pickleball player. National Core Committee member of Early Childhood Association, founder and principal Cosmic Kids International, co-founder Puppet Maestros and the ABCD show. An educationist and a puppeteer who helps teachers to make learning fun for children by using puppets as a tool for teaching. My vision is to help parents and teachers raise emotionally intelligent children.
Welcome to season 2 of the ABCD show. First of all, we'd like to thank all our viewers for viewing our show, for being so committed to your own learning, and for showing us all your love. We are all geared up to get you the best educators to enhance your skills and to take your knowledge to new heights.
We have some really exciting basket of offerings. We have our ABCD shows where we will call experts to talk about their best practices. We will introduce you to some really value for money and effective products and services. And we have some incredible courses that will help you gain mastery in the subject.
Season 2 has a different format. We will have Ask Amrita and Bela on alternate Wednesdays, where you will ask us your questions on child development and we will revert. And on the other 2 Wednesdays, we will have ABCD shows with speakers or we'll showcase new products or new ideas and innovations.
So, parents and teachers, email us your questions on topics relating to early childhood development, education, and rearing on the ABCD Show 6 at gmail.com. And we will be back with the answers on Facebook Live. Waiting to see you soon.
So welcome to the ABCD show. Today we have Swara with us, Swara Patel, and we're really excited to have you, Swara. Let me give you a brief introduction to Swara Patel. Swara is the program director at Agile Kids. She's the co-founder of Rhythm is Happy Feet, Bombay Ballet Company, Bloomville Early Learning Center, head of Orchid International School Performing Art Division from 2017 to 2019 with 35 schools under her purview. I think that's amazing, Swara. She is an MBA dance educationalist, member of the International Dance Council, dance therapist, certified BYCDI, France and CMTAI kinesthetic teacher expert, and a performing artist. Trained at Dance Works and Jazz and Ballet, was an official contestant in the DID Super Mom dance show, the reality dance show. I'm so excited. I did not know about this, Swara. So I'm so happy that you could take part for that particular competition. And I hope you had some great experience as well. So welcome on board, Swara, and welcome to ABCD.
Thank you so much for having me as a guest. And it's always a pleasure to, talk to more educators about what you feel passionate about. So it's lovely to be here, and I am really eager to share my experience
Yes. I
as
also
a
want
dance
to extend
educator.
this welcome from Amrita as well because she's not able to come on the show today. Unfortunately, she has got COVID. So let us all pray for her speedy recovery. And I'm sure she'll be back in action next Wednesday. Right? So, Swara,
Absolutely,
let us
absolutely.
begin with you.
Yeah.
We'll start with the first question. Can you explain when when you say movement and dance is not just nice, but it is a must to have. So what do you mean by it's a must? You think it's so important that every school should have this in their curriculum?
Yes, absolutely. It's not something nice to have. Ke hoga to it's okay. No, it's something a
Hmm.
must have. The reason I say why it is must have, because anything which is natural to us, especially so when we think of people dancing or human as a tribe dancing, okay, what visual come to our mind? Visually come when end of the day after a hunt, our ancestors used to cook food and dance around the fire. Does that visual come to your head when I say when did our ancestors start dancing, right?
Right.
So we have been dancing even we started talking. Yeah, even before language was invented. So if it was not essential to relieve our stress, which they did at the end of the day, if it was not essential for our well-being, mental well-being, even the physical well-being for sure, our ancestors end of the day would not be after a very tiring hunting day again would not be dancing. So it is essential to life, and somewhere we've stopped doing it. The second, let me tell you, we have this Japanese philosophy of living, of life, ikigai. Yeah,
Yes.
it has four philosophies, okay, and it covers the life of a few small villages in Japan, very happy villages, and these they have highest what do you say, highest number of people over 100 age and happy people. Yeah, one of the ikigai principle is movement. Yeah, that you should be
Hmm.
active the whole day, and that's what gives you long and happy life. Yeah, last but not the least, if you when you experience a transformation yourself, yeah, you feel um, you feel the importance or the change it can do to you. So I started dancing after the birth of my second child. My first ever training
Okay.
was after my second child's birth. Okay, and I when I look back at my life completely changed after I started dancing. Now being an educator, I would frame it that not my life but my brain changed. Yeah, because I started dancing,
Okay.
so my brain completely changed. It did some magic to me, and I was, you can say, I'm a little bit more smarter than I was before after I started dancing. Yeah, so yeah, I've experienced that absolutely, and I am a kinesthetic learner. Okay, there are so many children in the classroom who are kinesthetic learner who are craving this as a food for the brain to blossom and grow just like me. Yeah, and they don't get that a lot in school, and what happens to them is what my life was before I started dancing. So I completely feel them a lot. Yeah, that and let me tell you, a very famous book called Smart Moves, where Carla Hunterford talks about movement and brain development. She says that 80% of children in early years, till they actually find their style of learning, which could be visual auditory, 80% are kinesthetic learner. Can you imagine the number?
Wow.
So if you want to touch 80% of your classroom, this is the way to go, especially in early years. So
Wow.
if the figure says 80, how can you not do that in the class? Am I right? Yeah,
Very true.
absolutely. So let me quickly, 2 minutes, I'm sharing the screen. I will show
Sure.
you some of the brain science. So I always tell this to teacher, which pyramid would you want to make? Which pyramid more stable? Yeah, it's obviously pyramid one, right? Obviously the answer is
Yes.
obvious. So what we do sometimes in school when you don't integrate movement in every lesson plan is we're trying to build the pyramid upside down. So this is the pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the pyramid of sensory integration through which we receive information. Yeah, and we grow from one level to another to a strong foundation. And if you see the top of the house is academic learning, right? You see the base bottom.
Right.
The bottom is touch, body position, movement balance. Yeah, this is the base. You see, the second is the five senses, the four senses we talk about. You again see the walls. It's all related to body, motor planning, body schema, posture, awareness of two sides of body, all these, right? And there again on the roof, also the triangle, you see gross motor, eye-hand coordination. So if you really see
Right.
that there is so much of movement required to reach the academic learning, the kind of behavior you want in your lab for your child to showcase, your base has to be very strong. Yeah. And what we are doing is, if you see the eye-hand coordination, where it is almost on first, second, third, fourth level. We start eye-hand coordination so much earlier than actually exploring more in the base, right? So, so when I say we're trying to build the pyramid upside down, it's a fact. And when we try to build the pyramid upside down, we you will find it difficult because you'll have to do multiple revision because it's going to take time to go in child's brain. Yeah, you'll have to do this. कैसे revision कराऊं, ऐसे कराऊंगी, ऐसे कराऊंगी, ऐसे 100 different ways to revise things. And secondly, it's a lot of stress on child's brain because the child is not ready. Yeah. So then why do you want to do that? So it's a must. It is a must if you know the learning science, if you know the behavior science, it's a must. I would not, I don't have to say anything more than that. So I always say that all teachers, when you make your lesson plans, remember all the seven senses and remember vestibular, that is movement and balance, and proprioception, that is your body in space. Yeah, that are very crucial. You saw the base, right? So that's why, Bella, do
Right.
you think now that I say it's a must and it's not?
Totally, totally. I totally am with you. I think it's so, so important for the child. And normally, when we are in the class, we want the child to just sit still, don't move, pay attention.
Exactly,
We
exactly.
try and do that to the children. So I think we need to consider all these points that you mentioned. Only that brings me to the next question, Swara, is can you share some ideas on how can you include kinetic learning in the classroom?
Yeah,
You can share some light on
yes.
that as well.
So the first thing I want to share with you is, before I share the ideas, I'll keep the presentation open because the next slide is of that.
Sure, sure,
Is
sure.
that we have to learn to manage an active classroom environment. Yeah, so other classroom management tips
True.
or the tricks we use while sitting and teaching will not work when they come in active mode. Yeah, so that is something all teachers should equip themselves with. Only then it is possible. Once you have that in place, um, there are few lessons I've picked just to show you the practical how do you do that, right? You can teach rhyming word. Yeah, you write you 1 minute. Huh? Give me a minute. Huh?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Good afternoon. Swara madam, you can leave now.
1 minute. I'm so sorry. 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah.
No worries, Swara. Take your time.
I'm so sorry. Yeah,
No
I had
worries.
to. Okay. So you know what we do is when we teach rhyming word, we put this rhyming word and you build a story around it. So say let's take the run, fun, sun. Okay, and we say okay, we all run, run, run. We do some fun what you like. So somebody can paint, somebody can jump, somebody can play basketball, somebody can throw ball. So we say we run, run, run. We have some fun, 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 and we can make sun in different ways. Yeah, whatever way you want to make a round sun, round sun, round sun. Yeah. So you now what happens is they don't have to rote learn it because there's a visual memory happening. Yeah, visual memory happening. The child is saying the word, child is seeing the action, and child is hearing those things, everything coming together. So the
True.
rote learning of the word, what are the three, run, fun, sun, the child will never have to do that. Immediately the whole environment which you created will flash in front of the eye and they'll be able to see it. Yeah, so same way, hop, top, stop, pop, drop. Yeah, then we say okay, let's all hop, 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 let's go to the top, and you can go on the top and stop. You're going to become popcorn and pop like a popcorn and we drop. Let's do again.
So
Yeah,
cute.
so something, yeah, something like that. So hop, top, stop, pop. Yeah, it's the whole, the point is to build a visual memory for them. It flashes and it takes them away from rote memory. Yeah,
True.
so that is same with jump. All these, so many rhyming words can be taught like this. Yeah, um the most common is the four corner game. any classification which you're teaching in the class. It could be wild animal and domestic animal. Anything can be played with four corners, a small alphabet, a big alphabet, or odd number, even number. Yeah. So one corner is odd, one corner is even. Okay. And they travel to that corner. Yeah, whichever number you say, or whichever is while you go to the right, left. So what happens? So what is happening in the brain? I'll tell you. Okay. What is happening in the brain is when you move, there is more oxygen which is going. So there is more food for brain. Yeah, it increases more lights in the brain because right brain controls the left side of the body, the left brain controls the right side of the body. So the complete brain is lit up. Yeah. So whatever they are learning, yeah, it's going to be stored in it much better than not a completely brain lit up. Not when a brain is not completely lit up or there is less oxygen. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So any classification can be taught through four corners. Yeah. You don't have to actually sit and do any classification. um, Same way for action and true and false, yes and no. Action can be given to true. Yeah. So what is the action for the true? Is you jump up and sit down. You jump up and sit down. Yeah. If it is a false, what do you do? So it's not just game that we're playing a game. Scientifically, it is actually increasing the attention and retention and alertness in the class. Yeah. Because if when you keep talking and they keep nodding their head, you really don't know what they're understanding. But when you ask them to do something, they'll have to, you'll see, you will know immediately when you do something that what's happening in their brain or they are registering. Now, it's not a question mark. समझ में आ रहा है? नहीं आ रहा है? क्या हो रहा है? नहीं, it just comes. You can see it happening. Yeah. So it just giving actions to true and false can also add a lot of fun. Counting, we sit and count 1, 2, 3, 4. You count movements. Like you can make a chart. 1, 2 time, you're going to step, step, step. Now 11, 12, you're going to hop, hop, hop. You put a chart and they keep counting. Yeah. So can you imagine how much they're learning to count with a completely activated brain, plus they're alert because they're having fun. And most important is that we are giving them a healthy life. Can I say add one thing here quickly? Is that we try to control our stress, we try to cope with it. Movement is a natural coping mechanism. You go for a walk, come back, you're just fine because it releases some hormones which just makes you all right. Yeah. So it's like a natural stress buster. You don't have to try to cope. You do it and it just happens. Yeah. So the whole day the child is able to take the school better because movement is helps in mental well-being, right? No, a person who will go into
True.
depression, a child doctor will first say go for walks, start exercising. If you know, is the first thing they say. Yeah, then it is so important for even normal children to keep doing this. So imagine, can you imagine one number counting class be so active? Yeah, this is when you teach the small ascending, descending, more, less, value. You make cards and then say, now place yourself there. 1, 2, 3. How will you place? Again, they physically seeing the, it's a concrete learning. Yeah. Because they see the small and big, even the size of the students. Right. So it's a concrete learning. Yeah. So something like this. Again, if you see this is amazing. I've done it in 2, 3 schools. Okay. This is so amazing. You and children wait for their turn. The other people are sitting there are very alert because they want to be called in front and they wait for their turn. Yeah, to come outside. And you can involve so many children in this. Yeah, and again, what you can do here is you can shuffle children and say 1 plus 4 is also same, 0 plus 5 is also same. You keep shuffling them. And you can say a different way how many times.
Good idea.
Yeah. And oh my God, they have so much fun. Yeah. And then we call few students and 1, 2 students say count. 1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody count. And everybody counts together. So this is an amazing way to teach addition. Yeah. Um, Eurythmy is so this is eurythm is the way of teaching by Waldorf. Yeah, where they include poem. So basically, theater, action, and poem together, stories. There are I'll tell you what are the resources available. In this, the last one, which is Fritz. Do you read the Fritz Enders? Yeah, he has such
Okay.
amazing storytelling through body and movement and music. It's so wonderful. and you will definitely have 100% engagement in the class through these stories. Yeah, so you can make your
Wow.
stories kinesthetic. So these are some of the way, but there are many ways. Few things you can immediately do in the classroom. This is one of my most favorite, which I'm going to show you now. Is any old T-shirt, right? Everybody, all of us are going to have T-shirt, right? All you do is from below, from one T-shirt, cut this. Yes, you get a stretch band. Yeah, you get a stretch band. So in one T-shirt, you can make 6 stretch band. More than that, maybe. Yeah. And this is a thing where you say if you want to make any shapes with this, right? So you say that if you put on the floor and arrange it,
Yeah.
so that it looks like square.
Swara, can I just request you to stop the screen share because you cannot be seen clearly. So we to spotlight on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they want to see you clearly. So
Is it okay? They can see me.
yes, we can see you now.
So what I've done is the old T-shirt. I've cut one strand from below, and you can keep cutting more. Yeah,
Right.
and this is a washable, easy to use. It will not hurt anybody, and it is what do you say? No hygiene issue. One washing machine is done for the whole class. Yeah. Um, so you know what we do is I will do this. Yeah. Let's make shapes. So we say, yeah. So does it look like a square? Yeah, it looks like a square.
Almost.
Or we say, yes, or all shapes can be made through this. Yeah. So if you say triangle, then we say now take your feet, yeah, and make a triangle. You can see a triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take your feet and make a square. Make a rectangle.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. And all shapes, all shapes. So another way is they arrange it on the floor and they try to make it look like a circle. So
Okay.
they keep moving, they try to make it right. Oh, it's not circular. Oh, this become oval. Yeah, there are so
Hmm.
many happening. So they try to arrange it in a circle or they try to make a square and they realize, oh, they have sharp corners. Yeah, so alphabets, each and every alphabets can be made from this. So if they have
Wow.
3 of this, they can form any alphabet with this, arranging them on the floor. Yeah. And what happens
Lovely.
is because of moving and arranging and going, so when they do it on the floor, or even I would suggest if you can move your furniture, please do it on the floor, don't do it on the desk. Yeah. Because the core development is very important, and core development is is very important for learning. Yeah. You yourself, all of you, when you sit like this, how you feel, and you sit like this, how you feel. Your brain switches off. Yeah. So a lot of time children are not able to sit straight. That is affecting the learning because your body and mind are connected. The posture which you go through, that's how the mind is feeling. Right? So if your child's student's core is developed well and is able to sit like this, it just changes the way the child learns. It seems very small, but it is very important. Yeah, because body and mind are connected, right? Yeah. The same way, um, uh, again, this is an amazing prop for what do you call attention grabbing. So you're not going to hurt anybody. So you throw, catch,
Yeah.
put up, clap, clap, catch. Yeah, and then say, okay, come on, pass it to your partner and bring it back. Pass it to your partner and bring it back. And it is harmless. It is so harmless. It doesn't hurt. You fall somewhere, and even if you're not worried if it get lost. Yeah.
Right. And the best part is it's so easy to make, Swara.
It's so easy to make. And there is
Yes.
everything, numbers, alphabet, shapes, attention grabber, fine motor skills, pulling, stretching, core development. Everything comes into play when you use this prop. This prop is like must have in the class again, I feel.
Lovely.
Yeah. So everything can be done through this. So this is another great idea which I feel you must implement in your class. And even right now in online class, everybody have a t-shirt at home. Yeah. Everybody.
True.
You can just tell parents to have 3 pieces cut and they all you can have alphabets, numbers, shapes, everything done through this. Yeah. So this is one thing which I always feel it's a no-brainer, and children love it. Yeah. So this is scarf. These are some of the resources. Every time when I take some workshops, people ask me, "Where do you find music? Where do you find music?" Yeah. If somebody want to take a picture of this, you can take the picture. These are one of the best, some of the best music composer who I have come across for teaching children all kind of concept. And they have songs also. They have danced in it, so easy to learn also, easy to follow, and very very aptly made for a child, keeping the age appropriateness in mind. Yeah. So these are the some things you can
Mhm.
look for. Now, when you also look for these people, just write dance with it, because they have all kind of song. They're just nursery rhymes. They don't dance a lot. So you say have Parma dance songs. So you get all dance list. Yeah. So this is available for free,
Lovely.
absolutely available free, and you can do so much with them. Yeah. So this is my work from years together. I'm showing you on one slide. Boom.
Lovely. Thanks for sharing, Swara.
Not at
With
all.
such a big open heart, you're sharing everything.
Not at all.
Super.
It's
Thank you.
my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I want people to get children active. So anyhow, anything is
Yes.
whatever works. So I think these are the some ideas which I can give you to start off in the class. There are many, many more, but I think these are the few which will help you get started. Yeah, Bella. So that I hope that answers the question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much, Swara, and really thanks for sharing. But tell me something, Swara, can all these be done even in online classes? Are there any do's and don'ts that they need to follow when they're doing an online class? How does it go?
Yes.
How does the discipline happen in online class?
Yeah, absolutely. So first I told you this can be done in online class, right? The t-shirt,
Right.
easiest thing. I mean, t-shirt you can cover a lot. So what I have realized, or we have realized as a team in online classes, it's very important to give a child a spot, okay, whenever you want them to move.
Okay.
So we tell parents that with a tape, okay, not with a chalk, because it chalk will not stay, and then the child will be like, no, my space is not there. With a I'll stop sharing. With a
Yeah, that'll be better.
Yeah, with a tape you mark the spot for the child and you say this is your dancing spot, okay. Yeah, you can go around wherever you want, but when you finish you come. So first thing you have to make sure this mutual agreement, or sometimes we call rule, or sometimes safety rules, is they know it very clearly. Okay. So when say you say when I clap 3 times, you have to come back to your spot. Yeah. Now some children who do not come back to the spot, what you do is you tell them, get your favorite color and color the spot. Yeah. Yeah. And they'll get the favorite
Okay.
color, they'll color the spot. So now the sense of involvement and belonging to the spot increases, because it's their favorite color. Yeah. And if they after favorite color also you can say, is your mama there? You can write your initial. What's your name? Yeah, Bella. So you write be there. Yes, again you bring that involvement. Oh, this is my spot kind of a thing. Yeah, and you have to
Mhm.
teach them to be whenever you clap or whenever you snap, you have to be in a spot. If you train them in this, you can do many more things, because that will bring their attention immediately. Yeah, otherwise, because
Right.
so many people in classroom. Yeah, if one thing brings everybody in class when they are moving is this. The first thing is this. The second thing in online, then you can teach anything, right? The second, this so then you can take a song where they're running around, they're doing everything, they're going around, they're doing action, but by end of it, they're back with you again, looking at you, and they're not distracted and going all over and touching other things. Yeah. The second very important thing in online classes, um, whenever you are say you're going to teach a concept through kinesthetic learning, okay, through movement, okay. So what you do is first you don't start it, you bring them close to the screen, yeah, and you tell them that what are we going to do and make them sit and do. Say we are doing a song. There's a beautiful song called Bear Hunt. Okay, Bear Hunt is a song which teaches preposition. So we say, okay,
I
we are
love this song.
it's an amazing song. So we are saying you're going on a bear hunt. So make them familiar to the actions, the words which are going to be coming in the song, sitting down. So when they get up and go, because whenever your child gets up and goes to the spot, they do get slightly distracted. Always, yeah. At this age, movement is also distraction. That's how we do. It's not that we don't want to do it, but it is difficult to keep the attention. Yeah? It takes them all over the place. So now it's like this. As simple thing is like this. Okay, when we go to a party, yeah, and there's a chart buster song playing which is very famous in US, but you don't know the song. Yeah, you will not dance. Yeah, but there is some Hindi song which is playing is not your favorite, but you know it. Yeah, you will connect and you start doing or tapping your feet or something, right? So you make them connect to the activity or the song, to the word, to the action before they go there. So when they stand there, yeah, they're able to follow and understand it much better. Yeah, so this is the second thing which you need to do is make them understand before you just start off the things. Yeah. Um, so ideally, every activity which I spoke about before this can be done in online class, not the group activities, obviously, but so many other. It's just the way you conduct the class. Yeah. And going far, very, very important. You know how we say active, passive, active, passive? When you want to create a very active class, the way to go passive in an online class is get them closer to the screen and look at you. And then go far again. Again, call them. They cannot be far all the time continuously for more than 5 minutes. It's not capable of still be still give attention. Okay, next I'll tell you something. Come here, come here. Bring them closer. Yeah. So this play with closer and far online works wonderful.
Right.
Works wonderful. Rest everything we know. I play a lot with voice modulation.
I see when the dancing, you bring us come in the front and again go back. I was there
Yeah.
once for a dance class. That with us.
Yeah,
I think it really works.
it works like
Yeah.
magic, and you have them with you have the whole class. You have that child with you for the full class. Full class.
Right.
That works. So I think these are the few things which works very well online, and it's not
I think one more thing I need to add over here is the teacher's enthusiasm,
true. That's good.
which I see in you, Swara, when you are doing your class. You are so full of energy. If you have that in you, the kids will definitely,
True.
try and do at least half of that, if not full.
Absolutely.
I really like that about
So
you. Yeah.
thank you so much. So I always tell to my teachers when they train, I said you have to be the most interesting thing in the
Yes.
class. If you are the most interesting
True.
thing in the class, if the picture on the wall is more interesting than you, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
I swear.
that goes without saying. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Swara, can you share some more innovative attention grabbers that you can share with the audience? You shared quite a few, but if you have any more in your secret.
yeah. So let me teach you how to make your own attention grabber every time.
Oh, that will be
Yeah?
lovely.
Instead of telling
Yes,
him,
let's do that.
ye karo, you make your own attention
True,
attention
true.
grabber. Okay, so I'm going to share my
Lovely.
screen. Okay, which is this. Okay. Yeah, so these are set of locomotor and non-locomotor movements. Locomotor is when you travel and do the movements. Yeah. And these are the non-locomotor means on one place. Okay, and one place. All you have to do is, take a combination of 2 or 3 non-locomotor movement, and 1 or 2 locomotor, depending on your space you have, depending on how much time you want to spend on it, depending on that. Yeah. So what you can do is for first week you take you say sync. You'll never use sync word, right, in your attention grabber, but they all know sync. What is syncing now? By K1 they all know what is syncing, right? Yeah. So sync, melt, bend. See the kind of words you can do so much. Shrug. Let's shrug. Balle, shrug. And let's dig and dig and dig and dig. And now we stop and we walk with big steps. Go back to your place. Go back to your place and melt like an ice cream and sit down. Yeah. So you see this is a word bank which you can keep use. You can, I think, how many combinations can we make, Bella? So many.
Lot of them, lot. I can
right?
see.
And
Yes.
we're not just stuck with clap, hands up, clap,
True.
hands up. Yeah, I see so many teachers doing hands up all of the time. Hands up, that hands.
And what I like, Swara, about this is they're also learning the new vocabulary.
Yes,
What a way to learn the vocabulary.
Yeah.
Superb.
exactly. And children realize there is not, so especially with early years, they realize the only way to move is not run and jump. Because you keep a toddler in a classroom, empty classroom, either they'll be jumping or they'll be running. They keep going round and round in the circle, yeah. And round in the circle, when they start going and 5 of them start going, it is complete safety lapse. Because their proprioception is not developed. So they can't stop all of a sudden. And then it's a boom.
They'll dash.
Yeah. So they start realizing there is so much more we can do than just run and jump. Yeah, so you can, if you want, you can take a picture of both of these, and you don't have to even take a picture.
I think they all should take pictures. Yes.
Oh, this is
No,
available
thanks,
on.
lovely words. You've described them so well.
Yeah, so these are so many. See, so also,
Lovely.
uh, they, in case anytime you lose it, just remember non-locomotor motor. Google is the
Hmm.
for everything.
I
To get
swear. Yes.
everything, you just type the list of locomotor, non-locomotor, you'll get it. Yeah. So this is the attention grabber you can make anytime by yourself. And every class you can have a different one.
Lovely.
Just before the class, write 2-3 words and go. That's it. Take this pick, 3 words you want to use,
Perfect.
and go in the class. And and children look forward to it. Today, what is teacher going to do new, right? They look forward to it. So this works very well.
Swara, if you take any 3 or 4 in one day, if you take 3 or 4 words you took in one day, how often do you repeat it? In the sense, next day you do the same and then same, or you just, we want that guidance also, if you can
Yeah.
share that a little bit.
So it's your class is your feedback. Yeah. Your class is your feedback. When you see it's working, we don't change it. You see that engagement, we don't change it. The moment you see
Okay.
disengagement, you say, okay, tomorrow I think I'll get another one,
Something
something
different.
different.
Okay.
And you, yeah, so your class tells you when you have to change. They are,
So changing
so
every
if
day
there's a
doesn't
time
just
you
make
have,
sense, right?
no, it
That's
doesn't.
what, yeah.
In fact, as we know, na, routine, and
Right.
children like
And
similar
kids
things.
love repetition.
Children like,
Yes. Very
they
true.
love repetition. They love repetition.
True, true.
Exactly. So the class is a feedback. They'll tell you now
Very
what,
true.
okay.
Very true.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is the way I thought I will, instead of giving some more one attention grabber, I
No,
thought
no,
this would be good.
lovely, lovely. You made it so simple for everyone. And
And you know what
Swara,
I
you know what?
really,
Yeah, please tell me.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, tell me.
Um, no, so
Both of us lost it.
I just want, yeah, I just want teacher to stop doing hands up all of the
Yes,
time,
yes, the same
because
action. Yeah,
they are doing the hands and clapping or hands up all the
true.
time, because that's happening. See, so what is the role of attention grabber? It is interesting, immediately it involves, and it brings engagement. Now, if you're
True.
doing hands up, that is happening without engagement. It's just happening like that.
Hmm.
There is no engagement required. That's why so when you want to get engagement, you'll have to do something which is slightly challenging for them. Yeah. So that's it. I thought I'll add
So
that point.
beautifully explained. Superb.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your list with us. Swara made it very easy for everybody. Swara, in this, I've noticed in the education field, we have a lot of storytellers, you puppeteers like
Like
me as
you,
well.
specialist.
There are very few who are into this dance and kinesthetic learning. So, what is the reason behind that? Why people are not going and becoming, more involved with dance and movement and
It's
stuff?
good for me, no? I think it's very good for me. I'm just kidding. That's
I
not the
think
fact. That's
more people should learn this particular novel idea that you have. So,
absolutely. I think more people should learn, because the more people learn, it is practiced more in classroom and more students
very
get the
true.
benefit. So I'm always willing to share, and I'm always willing to
Yes.
tell people, ye karo, bas karo. Yeah,
Karo,
and I'm
karo.
so I think that the reason that we don't have, so when you go to West, we have very big names: Carla Hannaford, Anne Green Gilbert, Ray, so many big names who are big advocates for kinetic learning. I have a feeling that in India, because of the small classrooms and huge classroom strength, yeah, we've and our curriculum of ECCED or any curriculum not insisting on this. Yeah, despite of the, if you see the pyramid telling you, it's telling
Mm,
you on
it's so
your face
important.
what you need to do. Yeah, it's just telling you do this. Still, it is
Right.
not. Yeah, it is still not done. The reason it is not done because of small classroom and huge strength.
Mm,
Yeah.
true.
So I don't blame teachers always. It's just little difficult, but it's not difficult. It requires a different approach of knowing how
Mm,
to manage an active class. We take dance
right.
class. Absolutely, I have taken dance class with nursery K1 K2 students. Okay, in a very medium okay size room, 40 student, everybody engaged, each and every child
Wow.
engaged. Yeah, And when we take a dance class, especially we make sure that, see, I never want to take a dance class where I'm a teacher here and the full class child is in front of me and dancing at one place. What is the point? I'm not giving again enough movement, right? So when we take a dance
True.
class, we have what do you say, a part called creative movement, yeah, where say it says that you gallop and go everywhere, or you become a bunny and go
Hmm.
everywhere, or you what you want to be when you grow up, yeah, you want to be a firefighter, then you go firefighter and go everywhere, something like that, yeah. So we make sure the class is moving everywhere. That's when you get real freedom, and that's when movement is beneficial to learn, yeah. So um, because of the class strength and small classroom size, we avoid it, yeah. But I don't see that as a real reason because we've done it. I really think the real reason is the third one, which we can work on ourselves, is we have come out from the same conditioning from the school, yeah. We've had the
Right.
similar schooling where we are the product of saying, sit down, stop moving, sit down, stop moving. So as teachers, we were conditioned, we little movement and हम थक जाते हैं, अरे अरे क्या हो गया, yeah. And
Hmm.
then yeah, and then what will we do after school? We will go for walks, yeah. After school we'll go to gym.
Hmm.
ये work only workout ना, इतना सा तभी वो stress लगता है,
True.
because it's
हाँ.
our conditioning, right?
I think they must be a little worried about the discipline of the classroom also. Maybe the kids get haywire and they go rowdy.
So Bela, that is very much doable with by
Hmm.
using the right strategy. I told you we have 40 children in the classroom. Nothing happens.
Right.
Nothing happens. It's actually spending time in teaching children your attitude from saying no movement to safe movement, no movement to safe movement. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. And
True.
once you teach children what is safe movement, so okay, let me share this what we do in the class. Okay. Our first two class in any place we go are dedicated to classroom management rules and playing a game called general space, personal space. We have time, right? Yeah. So
Yes, yes.
general space is going around everywhere. Personal space is your own spot. We never take a class without drawing lines on the floor. Okay, with tapes.
Oh, that's perfect.
That
Good
is
idea.
so what we do is first 2 months we make sure there's a line on the floor. Okay, and in fact we put a cross also on it. Yeah, and we make children
Hmm.
stand on it, and we do the, oh, this is your special spot. Okay, you know your spot. Who's to your right? Who's to your left? Blah, 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 blah. We do all that. Yeah, and then we say we model the behavior. Yeah, so how we model the behavior is always there a class teacher in this class. Okay, so there is class teacher, somebody's help. Okay, so we say when the music starts, you're going to hop like a bunny and go everywhere, but you can't touch anybody. You can't, be careful not to push somebody. Yeah, no running. Okay, so you have to be very careful. That is a challenge. Yeah, and you hop, 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 and we three teachers will model. So we try to dash. No, not to dash and to change direction. Not to dash and to change direction. Okay, and then just you model it one time, and then we say when the music stops, you come back to your dancing spot slowly. Otherwise, you're going to have a chaos. You're all running to the spot. Yeah, 100% safety laps.
True.
Yeah. So then the music stops. We demos. We go. We say we take pics and come back. Find your stop. It's like a game for them. It's like a game for
Hmm.
them. They love it. They get used to standing on the spot. They no dashing, no pulling, no pushing. Hands used for dancing. Hands used for learning. Yeah. All this. These are and first 2 months you take care of this. Yeah. Full year, kuch nahi hota hai. They all come and stand on the spot. All come and stand on the spot. And they go back, come back. And then we are able to do enough movement, not just in one place. So use this strategy.
Sure. There's a concern from someone. I think Shruti is mentioning that in an online class, when they are not there physically with the child, so how do they monitor the child is not getting hurt? There's no adult around also, maybe sometimes. So how do you ensure that?
So it's very simple. This is basic where um, we have to take parents' help. And parents has to assure there's nothing around. So when you start the class, you always have, it's never that, especially with young kids, parents are around. So you have to tell parents that nothing unsafe can be around. That's it. And when they have the spot, the chances of um, it being safe increases multifold. Nothing has happened. Once they know coming back, go back, coming back, go back, they don't go anywhere. It is never a problem. We take so many active class. So I think it is Shruti's concern. Shruti just make sure that you convey to them clearly what we can do, what we cannot, and practice it with them before you actually. Okay, so what is practice? You don't keep going on and on. You do a little bit and bring them. You do a little bit and bring them. And again, somebody who's not doing, take their name. So time. Spend time to lay the rules in a fun way, in like a game, and you'll have no problem. So we have so many classes going on like this online. But you have
Lovely. Thanks for sharing your tips, Swara. I think they're very useful tips. So please note it down. The rules are to be set earlier before you start the class, which is very important. The ground rules for everything is a must, actually. Even in your own class, when you go, you set your own
yes,
parameters, what the children can do and what they cannot do.
absolutely, absolutely.
But let me bring my next question on to Swara now. Swara, you're such a professional dance teacher. So we can share with us what is the difference between music and mime and movement and creative movement.
Okay. Yeah, so this is something which comes across many times. So
Yeah.
any curriculum has to be progressive, right? When we do music and movement, it is very simple and very easy to follow action songs. Yeah?
Mhm.
Now, obviously, the purpose of curriculum, especially music and movement, dance and creative movement, are two, very clear. The first is joy, fun, and a stress buster, and the second is motor refinement, fitness, all related to physical. Yeah. So mental well-being as well as physical, right? We can also be cognitive by making kinesthetic, but these two things which I'm saying. Yeah. So what happens? I suggest music and movement is really beneficial to the playgroup. If you want to
Okay.
level up your curriculum, you have to start dancing. You have to go into motor refinement, which comes when you actually deliver a dance curriculum. Yeah. So again, we're doing the same music and movement, music and movement, music and movement till K2. It's not helping the child to incrementally build on their body and movement skills. So that is
Yeah.
the main difference. And um, I always say this that we do so much work for our math curriculum or logic science curriculum, English curriculum, so much work, right? There are learning outcomes, there are learning objectives, teachers are made to do lesson plans, right? Because it is related to your cognitive development. Am I right? Yeah, more cognitive development, right? And when we actually talk of domain, we always talk about three. We never say cognitive is more important than physical. No text ever in the world will say that. Or social is even lesser important than physical. No, no. If I ask you to give weightage to all three, you will give equal, right? But realistically, in classroom, do you agree it's equal? You can put on the chat. Yeah, the amount of time you spend, do you think it's equal? All three of them, guys?
Don't think so.
It is never equal. So we need a level up curriculum even for music and movement because that physical domain. Then why don't we have a concrete curriculum for movement? So let me add one more thing. Okay, here, um, the window of opportunity for maximum development of motor skills. Okay, anybody can tell me for motor skill the window is maximum open till what age? Do you know that? Anybody can tell me on the chat? Window for motor skill development. You know, windows of opportunity where you can do yes, yes, Kunjan is 8 years. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, what does it mean that the child can have a strong foundation in movement if done right thing till age 8. Okay, now if you don't have a concrete curriculum, okay, which helps you build your movement skills incrementally, we are unfair. We're not giving a fair chance to students who are kinesthetic learners. You know, Howard Gardner, we're coaching the language and you're coaching the logic so much. So students who are good at logic and language, they blossom till the time age 8. Yeah. And so many children whose natural intelligence is kinesthetic, we don't give them a chance to blossom at all. Because where is a coach? Everything, even Sachin Tendulkar needs a coach, right?
Very true.
Yeah. So where are we coaching them with a strong curriculum? So I am a strong believer of we need a concrete curriculum with clearly defined learning outcomes, assessment for movement, if you want to give equal weightage to all three, which we say we want to, but we don't do it. So need of the hour, need of the hour is a concrete art curriculum, and not
Very true.
what happens in school. You know what happens in school? The art teacher changes, the curriculum changes. So if dance teacher is folk
True.
based, yeah, dance teacher is her
Yeah.
training is in folk. She's teaching folk. Dance teacher they Western, then they teach Western. Yeah. So
It happens, yeah.
yes, so that in no other subject will the content change
Hmm.
with teacher change. The content
Very
same, there's
true.
a line, yeah. If the teacher left in middle of the year, the next teacher can come and pick up from there. And that's the way progress happens. But that is not
Right.
happening. We say we have art period, we say we have dance period, we have music period, but where is the curriculum? Without curriculum, I went
But do you
completely
think,
on it.
Swara, there should be a special teacher for dance in the class, or a pre-primary teacher can take dance as well? What is your suggestion on that?
So I feel that dancing in pre-primary is very simple.
Hmm.
But if the teacher has to be very agile, full of energy,
Hmm.
then they can dance and willing to take this extra role. Yeah, because if you're not a
Right.
dancer, it's not easy to dance for 4-5 hours a day. So ideally, a
But in
teacher,
the class will be just about 10 minutes or 15 minutes for a pre-primary class. Will not be more than 15 minutes at a time. So I'm sure a teacher who is little enthusiastic may be able
yeah.
to do it
So
with her
it's
children,
yeah,
provided she's guided in the right way.
yeah. Provided you have a curriculum to follow properly.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
because dancing is very simple. So class teacher can do wonders in dancing. So if
Hmm.
the curriculum is clear, absolutely. But if the curriculum is
Right.
not there and teacher is doing their own thing, then no. Because it
No,
completely
no.
requires a
Proper
different frame of
curriculum.
mind,
Yeah.
different thought process.
True, true, true.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
Now, someone has requested, Swara, somebody, I think Rita. Yeah, Rita is requesting if you can give a demo of a musical movement class. A small
Demo?
demo. Can you dance it for us viewers?
You
There
are
can't be a dance workshop without Swara dancing.
I seriously want to do a demo. Okay. So
A
then
small demo. It
I
could be a
have no
pre-primary
problem. I'm
song.
always ready to dance and I want to showcase a
Ah,
beautiful, my favorite song always, which I do, Raindrops, which talks about the story of a tree
let's
growing.
do it.
Yeah, a song of a tree growing. But then
Mhm.
you guys cannot be sitting there. Yeah, it's not nice to just me
Yeah.
dancing here.
See, we
Engagement.
can't see you, but everybody promised me you're going to stand up and dance. All right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a beautiful song.
Say yes in the comment. Are you all standing up? Let them
Are
write
you
yes.
standing up?
Are you all geared up for dancing?
Okay.
Write
Before
yes
you,
in the comment box.
yeah. Somebody asked a question, which was
Oh, quite a bit. Yeah. We'll answer them later after the dance now.
okay. So I'm going to conduct it as if I conducted
Yes,
to a
we're all
child.
ready.
Okay. I'm conducting as if I'm conducting to an
Perfect.
online class and you are my student. Okay. 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 So the next
Perfect.
song we're going to dance on is a story about a tree growing. You want to do it? Show me a tree. Come on, make a tree and show me. Yeah. This is a tree. This is on the ground tree. And the branches and the leaves swaying. There is a tree. So this is a story of a tree growing. Yeah. Farmer John has a big garden. Show me big garden. Big garden with flowers. Show me flowers, fruits and tree. Yeah. And then you know what happens is sun comes. No, no, no. Imagine there's a seed in your pocket. You know when you eat an apple, there's a seed. Yeah. There's a seed in a pocket. Yeah. Take out the seed from the pocket. Yeah. And we're going to plant it. We're going to dig the floor, put the seed down, and cover it with the soil. Okay, and then we wait for the rain to come. So drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip. Yeah, we wait for the. Wait, let me switch on the light here. It's dark, right, Bela?
But we can see you, but it's not very clear, but we can
Better.
manage to see you. Your light will be
Yeah,
better,
okay.
yes.
Yeah,
Definitely
so
better, yeah.
now this is the rain falling. Yeah, rain falling. Now what happens? From the seed, the plant comes out. The plant comes out fast or slowly? Tree will grow fast or
Slowly.
slowly?
Slowly.
Slowly, and then sun comes. Sun goes east, sun goes west, sun goes everywhere. Yeah, and then there is big black cloud. Yeah, there is thundering, boom, boom, boom in the sky. Yeah, and there is lightning, zig, zag in the sky, lightning. Yeah, and the sun hides behind the cloud. And then the storm, it was a storm who's come. Storm is gone. Yeah, and the sun comes back. The tree is very happy. It got the soil, it got sunlight, it got water. It is now the tree is big and strong. Yeah, you saw how the tree grew big and strong? Let's do this dance, okay? The story of a tree growing. Yeah, Farmer Joe has a garden. There's flowers, fruits, and tree. Let me find the music because I was not prepared with the music.
No worries. We'll wait 2 minutes.
This is the story of how so you imagine you are a seed, then you're planted inside and you grow. Okay? Then you're going to become sun, you're going to make everything you hear in the song, you become that. Okay? So to all the teachers, simulating something has the highest retention. So what I'm doing right now is simulating a tree growing. Yeah. So if there's an Edgar Dale cone of learning. Okay, I'll show you that simulation is highest retention rate. So what I'm doing is simulating. Yeah, let's go. Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Farmer Joe has a garden with flowers, fruits, and trees. This is the story of how I came to be.
Remove seed from your
When
pocket.
I was just a seed,
Sit down.
planted me in the ground.
Put the seed inside.
I waited patiently for the rain to come down.
The sound of the raindrops falling. Oh my God, rain is falling faster. Faster.
Hop, hop, up, I'm growing oh so high. With a little
sky is going bigger and bigger.
sunshine, I can touch the sky.
Sun comes out.
Sun rising in the east, setting in the west.
Up and down, sun goes around.
And down, shining all around.
Black clouds.
When the clouds come out,
The sun hides away. Sun is hiding behind the clouds. Wind is blowing. Everywhere. Lightning.
Lightning strikes the ground.
Thundering.
Goes
Boom.
lightning strikes the ground.
Thundering.
Thunder goes boom until it stops. Drip, drip, drop. The storm
The storm
has
is
gone
gone.
away.
Yeah.
The
The sun which is hiding is coming back.
He must be on
Sun is
his
coming
way.
back.
Sun
Lovely.
rising in the east, setting in the west.
Everywhere.
Up and down, shining all around.
Yeah. Superb.
Say goodbye, sun.
Superb.
Thank you for the sunlight.
Goodbye, raindrops.
Goodbye, raindrop. Thank you for the rain. Good
Good
night.
night.
So cute. So cute. Thank you, Swara. Love you so much.
My pleasure. This is my most
It
favorite
was
song.
lovely.
Yeah, and you think you'll not be able to keep the class engaged with such amazing songs? They will love
Yes.
it. You know, they
I'm
want
sure
the
the
song.
kids will love it. And I really once more I'm going to say the teacher has to be enthusiastic. Whatever happens, right, Swara?
True. Absolutely.
That's the key word.
I'm sure they all are because they're here for the show.
Yes.
Right? I'm
Very
sure these are a
true.
bunch of
And I'm
people
sure they're
who
going
really
to
want to
take.
do. Yeah, they want to do something.
Yes.
That's why they're here today. Yeah,
Very
and
true. I
everybody's
100% agree with you.
Yeah,
Very
because you know nowadays there's so many options available to learn, and every time there's something happening everywhere, and you
True.
still choose to come and learn. Yeah, well done, guys.
Amazing, really amazing.
Well
Clap hands
done.
for everyone, all the dancers, all those who actually dance. Clap hands for them. Superb.
So that was
Any more
dancing.
questions? Do we have any questions for today? We are looking at the question answer box. If anybody has any questions,
And,
please type them out over there.
Naimisa shares, can you take a session on how curriculum for movement can be made? Yeah, it can be. I can take a session.
Yes, we can call Swara for a masterclass for that, Swara. We'll try and do that. We'll work out something with you for that. That'll be really lovely.
Yeah. So
Link
yes.
of the song. Swara,
I'll
you
give
have
you
the
the
link of this particular song? Yeah, just put it in the chat if you can. Otherwise, you can share with ABCD. We'll put it on our Facebook page also.
you tell me what you want to do.
Whatever you want. We are perfectly fine. You share here also is fine. So those
If
who
I
have
find
come
it
here for the
quickly,
show can actually feel benefited. If not, you share it with me later. Don't worry about that.
I know what is the problem. Any other question
Perfect.
anybody wants to write? Meanwhile, you can write the questions till
Yes, please write in the heart. We've got 2 questions. Let me see. Our link is being shared already.
Find the perfect song for your video in 5
1 minute. Yeah, I'm sharing it.
seconds. Go to artlist.io.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a question from Devyani. She wants to know, as a parent, how can we deal with the child for online class if the class is not very engaging or the child is not interested?
Okay. So
As a parent, yeah.
yeah. So that means that you are sitting with the child, right? You're sitting with the child.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sit with the child, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think so, but the child is not interested, so she's wondering what to do.
so you there's a very simple answer to it. We have to keep trying to make things interesting for the child. There is no other way. Yeah. You bribe the child, I'll give you chocolate, it'll last for 1 day. I'll do this for you, it'll last for 2 days. Nothing is going to work till the class becomes interesting because children don't lie. Children can't pretend. If it doesn't interest them, they're not going to be there. Yeah. So it's as simple as that. So sometimes I understand that not every lesson can be engaging, and it is okay for a child to say I don't want to sit in online class, but it is not okay for you to accept it and say okay, you have to keep trying. And if you see when a child comes to school, you know when your child comes to a school, you don't know how much time they take to settle. You're not seeing the process. Yeah,
I swear, very true.
they don't see the process, so you don't know children. We have to give them time. We have to be consistent in our effort and keep talking to them, keep sitting with them, keep trying. There is no other way, no other shortcut. Yeah.
I
This
would feel that if the mother herself would dance, Swara, the mother gets up and dance in the class with the kids around, the
yeah,
child will follow what the mother will
yeah,
do.
so mother has to be involved.
He'll get motivated by that.
Yes,
Yes.
so mother has to be absolutely, Bela, you have to be involved and you have to keep
Yeah.
trying, because this happens in school also.
And
It happens everywhere,
true.
child, but what happens?
Show your interest.
Yeah.
Oh, the mother should show her interest, and children copy. They are copycats anyways. So
So
they
it
enjoy
may,
the mother watching. Okay,
yeah,
let
it
me
may
also.
take a little longer, but eventually the child will settle down because child will realize the other things are also not very interesting with primary
Right.
kids. Yeah.
Hmm.
So when it comes to primary kids, are you the is the objective to teach dance you're talking about, or the objective is to bring kinetic learning? It's the objective to teach dance is simple. You teach choreographies, dance forms. You relate it to real world by you say, oh, this is Bhangra, which state, where it is, and we're doing show colors, show costumes. So if it's only dance and movement, as they grow, concrete curriculum and dance form starts. Okay, till they're K1, it's creative movement and kinetic learning through movement. So it's a similar approach. Level up, level up. That's it. And we dance as adults, don't we
True.
dance? So the primary kids are going to dance. Yeah.
Very true. One more question has come up by
Not specific
Komal.
to dance, Devyani, you were saying. You want to include movement. So if you want to include, again, they are learning, primary are learning, say, water cycle. Okay, water cycle can be completely done through body. Yeah. So you say precipitation. So what happens in the cycle? The water is down, so you become water. everything can be taught through movement. Yeah, there's water, and water can be any shape. So the whole class can be any shape. Yeah, and the water is evaporating, evaporation. You show the thing going on. They're registering, they're listening, they're hearing, and evaporation. And then say condensations, and all the cloud comes together, and the whole class come together, form a cloud. Yeah, and precipitation, fall down, fall down. So you can teach literally so many concepts with movement. Yeah. So Devyani, you have to think innovatively. Even neutrons, lot of science topics can be taught through movement. Not if not dance, movement. Yeah.
Yeah, Swara, we have a question from Komal. She's asking, how do we handle students in an online class when their age group is 3 to 4? Sometimes they are crying, she's saying. So, how do you manage crying children in an online class?
So there are 2 3 things which we do to settle children. Is because what happens is teacher connection is very important, and somewhere online class it is difficult to manage that when everybody is together also. Yeah. So what I do, we ask the teacher and the parent to stay back after the class where only you and teacher and the child is there. Either call them 5 to 10 minutes before and just speak to the child, not about studies, nothing, generally speak to the child. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, look at your house. You see something in the background. Oh, look at your house. Oh, that's so lovely. What is that? Can you get me that? So the only way is to settle a child is to build connect and bond with the child. For
Very
that,
true.
you have to put little extra effort one-to-one before and after the class.
I'm
Yeah.
100% with you for this, Swara.
Yes. There
100%.
is no other way. You can't keep teaching, you think you'll get settled. Little bit effort of bonding
No,
has to be where the child has to start liking you. Yeah, and they
very
feel,
true.
oh, start liking you. So that works. And and then you say, once you see a little bit of connection and the child while talking to you starts responding, yeah, you add a line. Okay, but so today when you start the class, na, I'm going to do this. You copy teacher, okay? Don't forget to copy teacher. So you give the instruction to follow in the class. Yeah,
True.
what is the behavior expected in the class? Give a little hint of that. Yeah. So and as soon as you see the child doing it, immediately compliment. Immediately. Oh wow! Oh wow, Arya, you did the thing. You did the whole thing today. So an immediate compliment. Not you. If you the child did something for 3 minutes, which child has not done before. That's a huge achievement. So the 3 minutes needs to be acknowledged, and that
Yes,
3 minute acknowledgement will make the child settle for next 15 minutes.
very
I
true.
hope that yeah.
Praise really
I hope
works
that
wonders for children. Yes.
yeah. I hope that answers your question. So my issue is teachers expect the kids to stay in front of the screen. Child just doesn't want to sometimes. Movement is very engaging, but not otherwise. I feel caught between the child's mood and teacher's expectation of discipline and attention. It's a tricky one to maintain a balance. I understand, Devyani, it's not easy, and your concern is absolutely a concern for a lot of teachers. Um, Discipline, so when you want discipline, attentiveness, expectation, it comes with again the same word, bonding. If the child likes you, the child wants to behave in a way what you want. When we
Yes.
like a person, when a child likes a person, they go over and about to
Out
impress
of
the
the
teacher,
way.
out of the way to
Very
impress the
nice.
teacher. So if you want discipline, they also need connection, bonding. So a constant balance between not strict, being firm, and being lovable, being firm and being lovable. That
Very true.
sets that. Yeah. So you have to create that balance.
We have a
As the little
question
one,
from Hanika.
yeah.
How can dance and movement be applied in mathematics? You gave one example of addition and dance and movement. That is a little different, so challenging. Let's see how you can answer that, Swara.
So I will tell you what you can do is you can help a student build visual memories. Yeah, like you say visual memories. So you say which if you're teaching numbers, I told you how to numbers. Oh no, dance. So you
Yeah,
create a
dance.
dance on. So I'll tell you how you do it. So say fraction. Okay, you say fraction. So you say half, full, 3/4. Show it in your body the size. And again, half,
Mhm.
4/3/4, full. You show the action and you do it, show your body. Yes, and there are songs available on fractions. I've taught fraction to third grade through dance. Yeah. So that's why it's just an example coming in your head where you see there's a song on what is the denominator, what is the numerator, and with that song lyrics, you give them a visual memory so they remember it. So whenever you
Wow,
want,
nice.
whenever, so when you ask me how to teach maths, you should go. Google is the Baba, Google is the lady, Google is the person. Go on the net and say, how do I teach fractions with movements?
Maths.
Yeah,
Hmm.
movement songs, math songs, um, whichever topic you want to teach, Google it. People have done it before, people have recorded it, people have put it there.
Yes.
There is no way you're not going to find something, and you'll find something. You can add something more to it as per your class, as per your class
Yes.
requirement, as per your class requirement, subtract, add. So much is available, just you need to know exactly what you want. Yeah, and you should have
Agreed.
willingness to self learn, and not somebody says ye karo jaake. Self learn. Yeah, so
Very
you
true.
will be able to teach. You will be able to teach maths also. Go on internet and see what you want to teach, which topic, and type it.
True.
Yeah, and not
I think we
everything
have
is possible.
overshot our time, Swara. It's already
Yeah,
5:10 right now. So I think we should call it a day. Thank you everyone for being on our show today. And first of all, a big, big, big thank you to Swara for coming and sharing so open-heartedly with all of us over here. So many things to learn from you, Swara. And I love, love, love your enthusiasm that you have. You gave us live dancing also performance over here. We really enjoyed that with you. I really enjoyed watching you as well. So thank you once again, Swaraji, for being here with us, and to all our patrons who are coming day in and again, every time, every Wednesday, they're locked in over here to listen to somebody or the other coming and giving them nice learnings from us, upskilling themselves, basically, I would say. So thank you once again to the audience for being over here. If you have not liked our Facebook page, please go and like the ABCD Show Facebook page. We have a thought leaders group. I would like you to go today and write what are your learnings from today's workshop with Swara has just given. So we can pen down your thoughts over there. More people can learn from what your thoughts you're putting down over there. So let's share whatever we have learned today. Swara has given us so many more ideas. Don't keep it to yourselves. Go out tomorrow and show it in your live classroom. I want to see that happening. We wanted to see it happening. So thank you once again, Swara, and thank you to the audience. And bye until
I'm
next
reading. I'm
Wednesday.
reading
Bye
all the thank you.
bye.
It's my pleasure. Bye.
Yes, excellent workshop,
Thank you.
Swara. Thank you
Bye,
again.
Bella.
Bye bye.